folks, you join us walking along the Macher, the natural meadowland at the west side of Iona, and we're walking on the splendid 18-hole golf course because we're heading to St Columba Bay for a beautiful time, enjoying this natural splendour of the area and also having a search for the most wonderful pebbles you'll find. Beautiful white pebbles with green serpentine flowing through them, it's like a type of marble. So we shall check in as we progress on this mighty walk with Breckenridge. He has to be on the lead because there's lots of sheep about, but down at the bay you'll get off Ripley. Okay, Breck, let's go! Alright folks, we've just climbed the hill, the big hill of the day. It's a rough stony path, and here we are at the sort of plateau before we head back down towards St Columba Bay. But we're just having a wee look at this little loch here, Loch Stoneig or Stoneig I think. It was the island's water supply at one point. I'm not so sure it is now. I assume they have a mains pipe that comes from the mainland, but times of emergencies they might still get their water from here. Now we're carrying on down that way, and I can see some cows milling about. Hopefully they won't be taking much interest in Brekkie Boy, because they can be a bit inquisitive when it comes to dogs. Right, onwards to St Columba Bay. Alright folks, latest update, we have a herd of cattle bestriding the pathway to St Columba Bay. Ordinarily I'm wary of cows at the best of times, but today with Brekkie Boy and it looks like a few calves with them, they can get quite inquisitive, and before you know it we could have some issues with the cows wanting to attack Breck. So if they carry on up that way, that is wonderful. We can then go on our merry way. Or I might have to cut overland a wee bit, but they seem to be heading in that direction. Okay, we'll just keep an eye. Okay, we're nearly there. We have just bypassed the cows back that way when the folks are heading. So just one solitary beast there. So that's a safe passing. Let's carry on. And here we are, looking directly down to St Columba Bay. Good news, most of the day visitors are now heading away, which will give me and Bobby some time together. Okay, this is us on the little grassy piece of Macher just before we get to St Columba Bay, and already you can see the shingly pebbles, a foretaste of a pebble-tastic time. Such a peaceful spot here. If you get it at the right time of day, you avoid all the day trippers and the pilgrims, you'll get it mostly to yourself, and it is so peaceful. I think this would be a cracking spot for a wild camp one day. Come down late, leave early, no day's the wiser, and you'll have a magnificent time. Right, let's have a look at the pebbles. So here we are, Columba Bay. You landed here in 563 Anno Domini, split into sort of two halves with this big lump of rock in between them. So we'll start here on our quest for some pebbles, and it's usually pretty wild here. The seas are flowing in from the Atlantic, but it's actually quite tame for once. So let's have a look, and I shall show you the fruit of my labours hopefully soon. See if we can get a few good pebbles. Right, Breck, you've got to help me too. Come on, come on. No, he's want to find a frisbee, not a pebble. Oh, such a search for a pebble. Everyone has potential to be a little gem. Look at them, gorgeous green colours in them. Honestly, you could be, we'll try to get the focus here. Could be here all day looking at them. Incredible. But you've got to discard some. You can't take all of them. Does that pass the test? I think so. Right. And look who's there. Waiting patiently for the frisbee that will never be thrown. Well, thank you so much for joining Brecky and me on this gorgeous little bay in the very southern tip of Iona, purportedly where St Columba and 12 of his followers, disciples, landed in little coracles, and the rest of history. They set up this monastic community that spread Celtic Christianity right throughout Scotland and Saxon England and Europe and beyond. So it's incredible. From this tiny wee island, a great light came. We're going to pack up now. We have our treasures from the sea and we've thoroughly enjoyed this hike. So if you're ever in Iona, I highly recommend you make the effort. It's a rough little track down here, but it's worth it. It really is. Okay, so we are just going to head back to meet Mrs. Ballowburn, who's went to another beach. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you want to like and subscribe, make a comment, I would really appreciate that too. So, as always, this is Ballowburn checking out. See you next time, guys. Thank you.